U.S. Vice President Joe Biden has wrapped up his visit here to China and is now traveling to South Korea. Biden is on a week-long Asian tour of Japan, China, and South Korea. During his meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping, they exchanged views on China's recent announcement of its Air Defense Identification Zone. Our reporter Hong Peng has been closely following this visit and has this report.
Joe Biden's meetings with Chinese top leaders were filled with smiles and handshakes. But disagreements over China's announcement of an air defense identification zone are still widespread. Biden said he was very direct with President Xi Jinping about the U.S. firm stance.
China's recent and sudden announcement of the establishment of a new air defense identification zone has, to state the obvious, caused significant apprehension in the region.
President Xi Jinping calls for the U.S. to respect China's core interest and says the two countries should maintain what he calls the correct direction of the Sino-U.S. relations.
China
has set up the East China Sea Air Defense Identification Zone out of the legitimate needs of self-defense in accordance with international law. Japan and the United States should respond to relevant issues in an objective and fair manner. Secondly, as I have pointed out earlier, the country that has unilaterally changed the status quo and created tension in the region is not China but Japan.
China's new air defense identification zone was established last month. It covers the disputed Diaoyu Islands and overlaps with the U.S. ally Japan's ADIZ. The U.S. and Japan have both defied Chinese requirements, flying warplanes through the zones. China responded by scrambling fighter jets. But Biden's visit to China was planned long ago, before the recent wave of tensions. It was originally to be focused on discussions of hot issues like the DPRK, Syria, cybersecurity, and boosting understanding of China's blueprint for deepening reforms.
And even though now this is happening under the cloud of this air defense zone, I think that there's an opportunity to do both of these things, to reassure allies in the region, U.S. allies, and to try to build a new positive relationship with China. And the U.S. and China have many common interests. We're close trading partners. We're trying to develop a global economy together. And I think that's going to be a big part of the message. It's not just going to be about the crisis over an air defense zone.
Analysts say that Joe Biden is in a tricky mission of mediating tensions between a decades-long ally and a rising power. While China and the United States may not fully agree with each other, particularly on the ADIZ, both sides say that at the moment, the complicated situation calls for sustained high-level engagement. China said its bottom line is respect for its core interests and major concerns. Han Peng, CCTV, Beijing.